Hey there, I'm Shawn Mynar, and this is Unstuck Entrepreneur. I'm a former nutritionist who turned a struggling, stressful nutrition practice into a thriving, freedom-filled online business where I work from home in my sweatpants while reaching and helping thousands of people all at the same time. Now I'm obsessed with showing other heart-centered coaches, practitioners, and solopreneurs how to build a business and life they love. Consider this podcast your safe space to learn both the inner work and practical strategies required to build the impactful, profitable business of your dreams. No hustle, grind, or long hours required. That's right, hustle culture, not welcome here. Let's get into today's session. Hey there friends, Shawn here, and in the next few episodes of Unstuck Entrepreneur, we're going to mix things up and do something different. I have a 5-day client attraction challenge that I want you to be a part of. I really want you to go through 5 days of transformation in your business that will make it easier and more fun and more accessible for you to attract the right clients to your work. This is a challenge I hosted live probably over a year ago now. It was so fun. It was a massive success, and I now want to share it on the podcast as well. Now, to be a part of this challenge, there's some work involved. You can't just listen to the episodes. I mean, you can, and you will get some really great information and some things to consider in your business, but there is also real work to do, and that is going to come via email. So head over to shawnmynar.com/attraction sometime today. You can still listen to this episode, that's fine, but make sure you get registered for the full challenge, which includes the work you will receive in the emails. So shawnmynar.com/attraction, head over there, get signed up, and that will ensure you get the emails as well that correspond with these 5 episodes. There are 5 days, 5 action steps to take, and they will come out every other day. So be sure you listen to all 5 of these episodes in order. So if you're in the middle of the 5 and you haven't listened to the challenge from the beginning, go back and find that first day and start from the beginning. So again, Client Attraction Challenge for the next 5 episodes. They're going to be coming out every other day if you're listening to them as they air, or just make sure you listen to all 5. You will also have emails that correspond to this challenge that come along with some action steps and some real things to do in your business. So be sure to get those as well. shawnmynar.com/attraction to get those. Also, just a side note, there is some mention of a private Facebook group. That's from when I did this live over a year ago. That Facebook group doesn't exist anymore, so don't worry about that part. But everything else will be so helpful for you in your business and really attracting the right people to your work. All right, let's find out today's challenge. As promised, day 4 brings your magnetic messaging. You guys, this is going to change the game for you for years to come, forever, probably, of your business, what you are going to learn today. And this is something we expand on in Unstuck Entrepreneur to really hone in on. So you never have to worry about selling or being salesy or being pushy, anything like that ever again. It's what I call intentional selling, and it starts with your magnetic messaging. Do you want to know the number one way to not get any clients, besides not putting yourself out there, which we already talked about in day 2? Besides that, do you want to know how to not get clients? It's to share about your services without sharing why people need them, or what their life would be with or without them, the benefits to working with you and the results of working with you versus the challenges they'll continue to face by not working with you, the risks of not working together. That's what a lot of people do. Gosh, that's what so many people do. They just have this, I'm open for business, come hang out with me, and here's your free session, and I hope we can work together soon. Bye. And that doesn't work. That's not going to show anybody, that's not going to motivate anybody to click on that button to sign up for a free consultation, or let alone put any money down on any sort of transformation. But yet we still do it. And I think we still do it because we really don't want to be salesy and sleazy and weird to try to sell our services, but yet we don't know what else to do. So then if we just try to have this really like non-confrontational, just like airy kind of thing about what we do, and you should come get a free session and I have a few available this week, then maybe people will sign up. Is that how we have a good sales system without being salesy? No, there's a way better way to do it, and it is with your magnetic messaging. So this is where we use our point A and point B from yesterday to craft our messaging, which becomes our marketing material forever and ever and ever, basically. And yes, this messaging will change as what you do changes, as who you help changes, as how you help them changes. But now you know the basics of how to create magnetic messaging, so you can go through this process as you evolve, and it will always work. So it's kind of important because it's going to take it from, I have this thing that I am offering, so I'm just going to have this really generic approach to talking about it, to a place where you are so excited to share what you have to offer, knowing it's going to resonate with so many people and knowing it's going to attract clients, attract paying clients. All right, let's get into it. I just can't wait for you to apply this to your business. It's going to make it so much easier, so much simpler to sell your services, your programs, your one-on-ones, your courses, no matter what it is. You will be able to sell without feeling salesy or sleazy. All right, so let's go back to yesterday. We have our point A, which is that place where your dream clients are currently starting. So when you do a free consultation with them, it's exactly what they're telling you, how they feel, what they're experiencing, what they're missing out on in life, how it's affecting the rest of our lives, their symptoms, their problems. And then we also need to look at point B, where they want to go, what symptoms they want to relieve, or how they want to feel instead, what they want to experience in life or don't want to experience anymore. So we have those already from yesterday. Now we are going to add on to them. We have 5 more ingredients to our magnetic messaging. This is going to take some brain power, a little bit of brainstorming for you. So plan on spending about 20-30 minutes on this today. I want you to consider the mistakes that your dream client is currently making as they try to get from point A to point B on their own. So most likely, I would say in like 95% of cases, people have a problem that we can help them with. But before they come to us, they've tried to figure it out on their own. They've tried to do it without you. So what have they tried? Why hasn't it worked? What mistakes have they made? So basically, we're answering the question, what are they doing wrong, or what have they done wrong to why it hasn't worked? The next thing after you brainstorm that, so I would say try to get at least 5 to 10 of those mistakes. We might have to come back to it. That's totally fine. But really see if you can, again, put yourself in that space of your client right now. What have they done? And what have they done wrong in that process? All right, next one. What false stories do they have about their situation or the process to get to point B? This is where we get into some of those beliefs, those stories that they have about the journey that it's going to take to get from point A to point B. And this may seem a little strange, but you will find out that every person who has a problem they are trying to solve has a story about that problem. And so we are getting to the point where we can answer, what do they say to themselves when it's not going well or not happening on their own? For an example, say someone is trying to lose weight and they've tried all the diets and all the stuff and everything on their own, and it just isn't happening. Are they telling themselves, my body has a hard time losing weight, I'm not good at losing weight, I just am bound to be this weight forever? What stories are coming up? When we can get in touch with these stories, your dream clients will really feel like, oh my gosh, this person gets me. They've been there. They understand what I'm going through. How did they know that's exactly what I think? Are they in my head? And that is when we have a client for life. They are begging to work with us, when we can really tap into that experience in them. So then the next step is to take the mistakes and misconceptions, so everything you've written down in number 3 and number 4, and understand the consequences that will come of having these mistakes and misconceptions. So in my example of someone who is trying to lose weight and it never works for them when they do it on their own, and now they're telling themselves, well, I just can't lose weight. My body just won't do it. It's just broken. Like, I've literally had people tell me their body is broken when they try to lose weight. So then what is the consequence of that? Does that mean they automatically get into this place of self-sabotage where every time they do go into a healthy eating program, they already know it's not going to work subconsciously, so they don't even try, and they end up on the weekends binging on the ice cream, XYZ? Is that something that could potentially be happening? What are the consequences that come from those stories they continue to tell themselves? Again, if we can hone in on this, and I know it's really takes some brain power, but if you can really tap into this, you have gold on your hands. Gold. All right? So let's take the time to really focus in on that. Number 6 is, what will happen if they don't get help? So what are the consequences of them not working with you? What are the risks that they'll continue to face by not taking this action? So say, for example, they continue to try to do it on their own. They continue to ignore their problem. They continue to not get help. What will happen? Will they continue to stay in this cycle? In my example, will they continue diet after diet after diet, continuing to stay on the diet roller coaster? What would be the consequence? Really speaking to that. And the last ingredient to your magnetic messaging, what will be the benefit of your guidance? So what will they get out of working with you? And so the question we're trying to answer here is, how will they bypass all of the stuff in number 6 and achieve their desired effect by working with you? So in my example, instead of continuing to stay on the diet roller coaster and sabotaging their goals and diving into a pint of ice cream every weekend, they will find a balanced, intuitive approach to where they can learn how to eat best for their body. Something like that. Just create it on the spot. Look at that. So can you get to that point where you can really explain how beneficial it will be to work with you? And all of that, those 7 things make up your magnetic messaging. And any time you are talking about what you do and the services you provide in your business, you are pulling from this. Now, you're not going to include necessarily all 7 in one Instagram post or one email or anything like that. I'd say on your sales page, you will include all 7, but can you pick and choose some pieces of this in all aspects? Every time you are talking about your business, every copy you are creating in your business, so that your dream clients have the opportunity to resonate with you and to connect with you and to really understand what you do, and even more importantly, understand that you understand them, that you get them, that you are basically in their head, that you have been there yourself perhaps, or you've had other clients who have been there, or you just get it. You just get it because it's the work you do. It's what you're passionate about. That is what will attract your dream clients to the point where they do click that button to sign up for the free consultation, because they cannot wait to finally talk to a practitioner that understands what they're going through and understands everything they have been through and understands everything they've already tried that hasn't worked and why it actually hasn't worked and how they could bypass all of that with your program. Now, I'm sure you can see just how critical this work is to the future of your business, how much easier it will be for you to talk about your business and what you do and the services you provide and who it's good for and who it's not good for. It all starts with your magnetic messaging. This is not something you can skip over. None of this stuff is. We got to do it all, and you are crushing it. You are doing it. You are here at the end of day 4 doing the work, and that shows so much about you and what you really truly desire. So I'm so glad that you are still here with me. I'm so proud of you for committing to this. We have one more day to go. You got it, and it's a good one. So stick around. I'll talk to you tomorrow.